Hello, welcome back to Miss Bell's classroom. Today in class we will be talking about U.S. history, starting with the 1900s, and this is going to be our United States History of the Decades series. So we'll be talking about the 1900s, the 1910s, the 1920s, the 1930s, and so on until we get to the 2000s. So here are some of the topics that we'll be covering: presidents of the decades, major events that happened, fashion, music, movies, sports, immigration, and inventions. So I hope that you enjoy and stay tuned, especially if there's any decades that you really want to learn about. This is a great place to start. So first I'm going to start by talking about the presidents. So in the 1900s, the president was William McKinley, and then Teddy Roosevelt was elected in 1904. And to finish off the decade, William Taft was elected in 1908. So does anyone know what dollar bill William McKinley is on? Yes. It's not the 100. Yes, it's not the $1. It is actually the $500 bill. And William McKinley was assassinated in 1901, and at that time, Teddy Roosevelt, or Theodore Roosevelt, took over as president. And Theodore Roosevelt was the youngest president ever at 42 years old. William Taft was the president who created the income tax, and he was the president after Theodore Roosevelt. There's actually some fun, interesting facts about William Taft, so I'm going to go ahead and say them. At 332 pounds, Taft was the heaviest president in history. After getting stuck in the White House bathtub, he had the standard sized bathtub removed and a larger one installed. He once fell asleep during a parade where he was the main attraction. He started the tradition of throwing out the first ball of the MLB baseball season. So, any questions so far? Okay, so now let's move on to some major events that happened in the 1900s. In 1900, there was a major hurricane to hit the U.S. called the Galveston hurricane, and it killed around 6,000 to 8,000 people. The Gold Standard Act was in place in 1900, making gold the currency in the U.S. In 1907, a financial crisis occurred in the business community with the beginning of the financial panic and depression of 1907. So, raise your hand. Has anyone ever heard of the Wright brothers? Okay, so most of us have. What are they famous for? Something with airplanes? Yeah, they created the first airplane. So I'm going to show you a picture of them. So these are the Wright brothers, and they were the first two people to invent the first airplane. And go ahead and tape that up. So the Wright brothers made the first controlled sustained flight in aircraft in Kitty Hawk, North Carolina in 1903. This is them. Another major event was the Pure Food and Drug Act of 1906 was enacted by Congress in the 20th century, and it led to the creation of the Food and Drug Administration. and it was created to ban foreign and interstate traffic on mislabeled food and drug products. In 1908, the FBI was created, and the FBI was created largely due to President McKinley's assassination, and in 1903, the U.S. acquired the